Well, thank you everyone for joining this presentation. We're here to show you wealth generators. And the question on the screen for our new guests is, do you have to work for your money or does your money work for you? And for most of us, we're talking about 95% of the world's population. We all have to go out and work hard for our money. And if we're in a job or whether we own our own business, we still have to work for our money. We have to open the shop, close the shop, but there's a small portion of people, just 5% of people, who do not have to work for the money because they've built something. They have created an asset. They've either gone into property or precious metals or designed something where the money comes whether they work or not. They have created a financial security. And what we're here today to do is we're here to show you wealth generators. And Wealth Generators is a company designed for 95% of the people. 95% of the people who see this information probably need wealth generators. And what wealth generators do is they show you how to find money, they show you how to grow money, and more importantly, they show you how to keep money or hold on to the money that you've made. Very often we make lots of money, but we seem to spend it. We're not good keepers of our money. And if you think about all the money you've ever earned from you left school, think about that. Think about all the money that you've earned since you left school, through your job or through your wages or through your business or property. Think about that every year, work out what that is, and ask yourself right now, how much money have you left? How much money have you kept? Because very often the measure of wealth is not how much you earn, it's how much do you learn to keep, how much do you hold on to. And this company have got products, they've got educational products to teach you how to be tax efficient. They teach you how to find money in your present circumstances. But we're going to focus this presentation on how to grow money. And that's incredible with Wealth Generators. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the owners of this company. There are 4 owners. You can see them on the screen. We have Ryan Smith, Chad Miller, Annette Rayner, and Mario Romano. These are the 4 owners of the company. They set this up in 2013, and they've got an A+ rating. Now, that's very important. This company have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Now, the Better Business Bureau is simply an independent company who have gone and checked out wealth generators for us. They've checked, are they trustworthy? Are they honest? Do they tell the truth? Are they transparent? Do they offer any guarantees? Do they stand by their guarantee? They've looked at all the small print and the contracts. They've looked at everything and come back and said, you know what? These guys are good guys. These are very wealthy people. These guys get an A+ rating, and that gives us a lot of confidence. Now, what's it all about? You've probably heard that on Wall Street, the money never sleeps. That's right, because 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week, money is made on Wall Street. And Wall Street is where all the financial institutions hang out. That's where all the banks hang out. That's where all the money's transferred on Wall Street. But for most people, we can't get access to it. For most people, we don't know how to trade. We don't understand the financial markets. But the good news is that Wealth Generators is going to bring Wall Street back to your street, and they're going to do the work for you. It's incredible how you can benefit from the profits of Wall Street. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the industry we're in. We're in the Forex industry. That's foreign exchange. If someone comes from America to the United Kingdom, they can't spend dollars to get a coffee. They've got to exchange it at the airport, or they've got to exchange it in the Bureau de Change or the bank. They've got to turn it into pound sterling so that they can purchase a coffee. So foreign exchange is the change of money from dollars to euro to yen to Swiss franc, all the different currencies, and that is a massive, massive, massive business. I can tell you that if you take the New York Stock Exchange, add the Tokyo Stock Exchange, add the London Stock Exchange, it's tiny compared to the size of the Forex industry. It is the single biggest business in the world. It's bigger than travel, it's bigger than shopping, it's bigger than oil, it's bigger than every business on the planet. This is the largest business in the world because it turns over 5 trillion per day, not per year, per day. And that's incredible. And this is how we're going to get a lot of profit, because we've hired some experts. You see, what we have to do is stand back and watch these guys make your money grow. Let me go straight now to my flip chart and show you exactly what I mean. You see, how money grows on Wall Street is incredible. It's the movement of currencies, the dollar against the euro against the pound. These type of currencies are trading every single day. And as I said, it's worth about $5.4 trillion per day. 5.4 trillion, the biggest industry in the world. Now, how do we get our hands on some of this? It's very simple. What we need to do is we need to put some money, and I'm going to talk about small money. Let's say $1,000. That's not very much money. Let's say you have $1,000. What we'll do is we'll put this into a broker. Now, depending on the product you select here, and depending on the country you're from, that will dictate which broker we use. For instance, if our listeners are from the United States, they would select Forex.com, which is one of our United States brokers. If you're from the United Kingdom, you might select the likes of Alpha Capital Markets. They're based in Fleet Street in London, and they are, of course, what's called an FCA regulated broker. That's very, very important for you and for me and for our family. You see, when you deposit money to the broker, it's safe. It's almost guaranteed for you that it's a good business if it's FCA regulated. And all the broker can do is, if you want your money back, is you call up the broker or you go online and get the money back. You can have your money back any day you want. It's not tied up for a month or 2 months or a year or 10 years. It's your money whenever you need the money. So what you do is you set up a broker and you put your funds in there. Now, of course, nothing's going to happen because the broker won't touch your money. You can't touch your money. What we need to do now is we need to introduce wealth generators. I'm going to abbreviate that to WG, wealth generators. Now, wealth generators have been in this industry for over 20 years. The owners of this company have been doing this for 20 years, teaching people how to work Wall Street, how to work the markets. But in 2013, they established this new company because new technology came about that wasn't available 5 or 10 years ago. So what wealth generators have done is they have employed 10 of the best professional traders that they could get their hands on. And what wealth generators does is they pay these guys salary plus bonuses for their time and expertise. It's a bit like if you go to the best surgeon in the world, if you want better health and you have to go to the best doctor, you employ the best doctor, and that costs money. If you want somebody to deal with your money, you want to employ the best traders that know how the markets work. Well, I can tell you, since 2013, the average year for these guys is hitting about 77% profit on their trades. 77% of the time, these guys are getting it right, and that's brilliant. You see, you can't get it right all the time. It's really, really, really impossible. But if we look at their past performance and watch what these gentlemen have done since 2013, we're confident we can see, hey, these guys know what they're doing. And what this means is this kind of trading, what it means is you can get somewhere between 4 and 9% every single month profit on your money. Now, 4 to 9% per month is phenomenal. And I'll tell you why. A lot of people have made a lot of money in property or real estate. The challenge with real estate is you have to put in lots more money than this. You might have to put in 30,000, 100,000 to put a deposit on a property. And then you're probably tied to a mortgage for the next 10, 15, or 25 years. Well, with this type of business, there is no credit check. There is no mortgage required. It's very, very simple. This is your money. Everybody can afford to get into it. Now, the thing with property is it takes about 10 years for property to double. The general rule of thumb is that every 7 to 10 years, the property would double. So if somebody put 100,000 into property, maybe in the next 7 or 10 years, that property would be worth 200,000. So it would double in 10 years. There's other people deal with precious metals, the likes of gold and silver. I can tell you there that that's the same. Every 10 years, the gold will double. I've looked at gold since 1975. In 1975 to 1995, it took 20 years for the price of gold to double. 20 years for the money to double. From 1995 to 2005, which is just 10 years, it took 10 years to double again. From 2005 to 2015, it doubled again. So gold and precious metals generally double every 10 years. Real estate and property doubles every 10 years. But guys, when we're looking at 4 to 9% per month, I can tell you that if we get 6% profit, your money doubles in 1 year, not 10 years, in 1 year. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to go to my calculator, and you can get this calculator yourself. After the presentation, we'll tell you exactly where to get this. It's free on the App Store. It's free on the Androids as well, I believe. And this is a financial calculator. I'll just bring it up here right now, and you can see it here on the screen. What I want to do is I want to type in $1,000. 1, 2, 3. There we go, $1,000. And let's say we give this 6% profit. So there we go, 6%. And let's say we do it for 1 year. So 1 year, that's 12 months from now. What do you think your $1,000 becomes? 1,000, very simply, becomes 2,000 in 12 months. Isn't that incredible? 1,000 becomes 2,000 in 12 months. Now, if you put in 2,000 and you got 6% profit every month, then 2,000 becomes 4,000. 5,000 becomes 10,000. 100,000 becomes 200,000. Why? Because at a 6% profit compounding daily, your money doubles at 6%. You see, lots of people in property, they get 6% a year. We can do between 4 and 9% per month. And if I just take this as an average, you see, past performance is no guarantee of the future results. But what I would rather do is look at what these guys have done for this last few years and see that they're hitting these records all the time. And that means I'm very comfortable getting these guys to trade my account. And what you're doing is you pay for the expertise and knowledge to allow these guys to get your money work for you. You see, most people have to go to work for their money. Here, your money works for you, and that's the smart people know how to get that happening. What I'd like to do now is I'd like to go back to my calculator and show you that if money doubles in 12 months, let's clear the screen and have a look at a longer term. Let's clear the screen. Let's put that 1,000 back in again, one time only. Let's give it 6% every month. And this time, guys, let's do it for 10 years to see what happens. So this time you can see it's 120 months, not just 12 months. The future value of your $1,000 becomes $1,088,187. Guys, I wished I heard about this 10 years ago. Have a look at this. Your $1,000 will become $1,088,187, provided you get 6% profit every single month on your investment. 6%, 6%, 6%. Now, it's not going to be like that. You might get 4.5% this month. Next month, you could get 7. The next month, you could get 7 again. The next month, you might get 9%. The next month, you might get 5%. So it goes up and down, upwards. The general track is that if you're trying to get from here to here, it's not a straight line like that. It goes up and down. There's good and bad days. It goes up and down, upwards, but it grows between 4 and 9% monthly. I'm using 6% just as a hypothetical middle average to show you what is possible. Now, we don't need this fancy calculator to show us how to get 1,000 to turn into 1,000,000. We can do it without a calculator. Let's do it together without the calculator. You see, 1,000, if you're getting 6% profit, it doubles to 2,000 in 1 year, okay? The next year, if you still get that 6%, it doubles again to 4,000 in the second year. In the third year, it would double again if you're getting the 6% profit. In 3 years, your 1,000 is now worth 8,000. It's incredible. The next year, it becomes 16,000. Why? Because at 6%, your money doubles. The next year, it's 32,000. So if anybody wanted a brand new car, a very good car, your $1,000 can grow to 32,000 and that would get you, most people, a very, very nice car for $1,000. Now, of course, if you have 32,000, the best thing you can do is let it go at 6%. 32,000 at 6% in 1 year doubles to 64,000. Now some people can start thinking about paying off the mortgage, or maybe putting a deposit on a fairly nice house. The next year it becomes 128,000. The next year it becomes 256,000. And now some people can say, you know what, I could pay off my mortgage. Or if you live in rented accommodation and you'd like to buy a house without a mortgage, if you want to just go and buy it outright, with £1,000 starting, just $1,000 starting, you can have 256,000 in about 8 years, provided we're getting this 6% profit. The next year, when you multiply this by 256 becomes 512. That's $500,000 in 9 years. And then when you double this, it becomes 1,024,000 in 10 years. So the fancy calculator did it, but we also did it ourselves here just by doubling. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 becomes 8. Now, some people say to me, well, I don't want to wait 10 years to get $1 million. Can you do it faster? Of course you can do it faster. Let me show you how to do it faster. You see, if you start with 1,000, it takes 10 years. But if you start with 2,000, it only takes 9 years. If you start with 4,000, it only takes 8 years. If you start with 8,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it takes 7 years. The more you start with, the more you put into your broker, the closer you get to the $1 million. Now, not everybody wants $1 million. I understand that. Some people just want to buy a house. Some people want to leave money for the kids. Some people want to retire. If you want to retire, you don't need $1 million to retire. You can retire on 100,000. Here's why. If you build this account to 100,000, and these guys get you 6% next month, what's 6% of 100,000? It's 6,000. You can actually call up the broker and take out the 6,000. Listen, I want to leave my 100,000 here. Give me back my 6,000. So you can take back the 6,000, yes, and live on that for this month. The next month you can do it again. Somebody's just come in there. Sorry about that. Somebody just interrupted the presentation. So if you have 100,000 and you get 6% profit, you can take out that 6,000 to live on. Let's say the next month they get 9%. You can take out 9,000. Just tell your broker, I want back 9,000. So you've got $9,000 or 9,000 euro or 9,000 pounds, doesn't matter what the currency is, to live on for the full month. Let's say the next month they get 5.5% profit. You take out 5,500, you still got your 100,000. Next month they do 4%, take out 4,000. So some people will build this till they have a nest egg, a pension, that they can start withdrawing the money every month to live on. And all you need to do is start with something small, pay these guys, and let them build this for you. It's incredible, guys, how this works. There's something here for everyone. Now, my question to you is right now, do you know anybody on this planet that need a product like that? Can you think of anybody that would like to find out how to turn 1,000 into $1 million, or 1,000 into $500,000, or turn 1,000 into 2,000, or turn 1,000 into 16,000, or turn 1,000 into $250,000? You can do what you want. There's no contract. You can stop and start when you wish. You can withdraw all the money when you need it. There's no lock-in here. It's incredible. But what would you pay for these guys to do that? If somebody said they could do that for you, would you say, listen, I'll give you half of it? Would you give them $500,000 if somebody could turn 1,000 into $1 million for you? Of course you would. You'd say, if you could turn 1,000 into $1 million, I'll give you half, 50%, wouldn't you? What if somebody said to you, if I could turn 1,000 into $1 million, would you give me 100,000, 10%? Yeah, that's better. I'll give you 100,000 if you can do that for me. You would pay 100,000 for this product. What if the person said to you, well, if you put in 1,000 and it becomes 1,088,000, would you give me the 88,000? You keep the $1 million. You would do that, wouldn't you? You would keep the $1 million and pay the 88,000 for somebody to do that, wouldn't you? Well, guys, this is incredible. It doesn't cost anything like that. It's a lot less than that. Let me show you what it costs to pay these 10 people. These people have families. They have to look after themselves. You're paying for their expertise. You're paying for their time because they're doing the work. You can get on and live your life. They will make the money work for you. So let's look at the costs. To set this up, what happens is Wealth Generators will charge $329.98. Now, I don't know what that is in euro or sterling. It's somewhere between £250 or 300 euro. It's very inexpensive to set this whole thing up for yourself. It's nothing to start this business working for you. And out of this money, this company will pay these 10 people for you. And they will start working your account, and you will be able to see it on your phone. You'll be able to see it every day on your computer. You can log in and watch your money growing. It's incredible. Now, the next thing is these guys need paid every month to do this for you. So what we do is very inexpensive. They charge us $50 US a week. Now, that's nothing. Imagine paying top experts $50 a week. It's $5 each. These 10 people, they get $5 each, which is $50 a week. We're going to call that $199 per month. Okay? So this is the first month. After that, in the next month, it drops from this, it drops way down to $199. That's $50 a week, probably about £40 to get these guys to make your money grow for you. Guys, this is exceptional. Now, what if I could put a guarantee on top of that? How would that sound to you? Let's take a quick look at the guarantee because we want to check out the risk. We've got to understand where's the risk, what's the worst case scenario here? Well, the guarantee is very simple. If you try this for 6 months, okay? So it's $199.99 for 6 months. So that's about $1,200 after 6 months. And here's the guarantee. If these traders get it wrong, let's say they make a mess of it. Let's say there's 2 Brexits and 3 American elections in the next 6 months, and the markets go all funny and these guys lose. Let's say the worst case scenario. So let's say they lost $200 from your account. Here's what you do. You pick up the phone, you call your broker, and you say, broker, can I have back my 800? These guys have lost 200. So you will get back your 800, okay? You've also paid these guys for 6 months, which is 1,200. So 1,200 plus the 200 that they lost is 1,400. Here's the guarantee. This company will give you 3 times your subscription back. So that's $1,200 multiplied by 3. Every customer gets a guarantee of $3,600. What does that mean? That means if these guys lose, you win, because this is more than what you paid. Imagine they lost all of it. Let's say they lost the whole 1,000, and you paid 1,200. So that's 1,000 plus 1,200. You've lost $2,200. The guarantee gives you back 3,600. You can't lose. You cannot lose. It's incredible. And that's why I said yes to this. I said, yes, get me started. Let's see how this works out. I've got a guarantee. The next good news is you can pay by credit card or you can pay by bank transfer. What does that mean? You understand when you pay by credit card, if this is not real, you can claim it back from your credit card. You are protected. We've also got brokers, depending on which broker you use, what product you're from, what country, you select the broker for the product you want. These brokers are regulated. It's incredible. These traders have licenses. Guys, these guys have been doing this since 2013. It's not brand new. It's been going on and on and on. They have over 90,000 customers. They have customers that have put in $1 million to start with. It's incredible. So now it's coming to the European and global markets, and now you have a chance to change your family circumstances, to help your family, to help you succeed, simply by continuing what you do for your full-time living, but start getting your money growing. And how are you going to do that? You pay the experts to do that. So that's our presentation over. Please get back to the person that shared this with you and get your questions answered. It's very important to get registered straight away. Just before I finish, I'd like to give you one little thing that might help you. If 10 people, strangers on the street, saw that product, how many of those 10 people would want 1,000 to turn into 1,000,000? If I picked 10 strangers on this street and said, do you want 1,000 to turn into 1,000,000? How many of those 10 people would say yes? All of them would say, yes, I want a product to do that. So everybody needs this product. Here's a deal for you. If you can find us 2 customers, just 2, that want to try this and get the same guarantee that you have, the company will cover that for you. The company will pay your $199 for you every month. So now you can have this for free if you want, and all you need is a couple of customers. But it doesn't matter if you don't find any customers that want this, because you want your money growing, and it's not a bad price. You already said you'd pay half of that and give it to them. You would pay 10% of that. You would have given them $88,000 to do it for you. So $50 a week is nothing, even over 10 years. That over 10 years is $24,000. It's an incredible deal. So once again, thanks for listening to us. Please get back to the person that shared this with you. Please watch the next video, how you can make money from this, how you can build a business by finding customers. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you soon.